Okay, you guys, this is Jennifer Felix. I've been talking to my ancestors. There's so much going on, you guys. I wanted to do a part two of New York. Um, and the reason why is very important. Um, and I will do that. But my ancestors, um, sometimes they change the direction of what I'm supposed to speak upon. 0000 on the clock, new beginnings. Okay, I want to talk about um how we're living um in a stimulated world. Okay, we are controlled. Who or what is controlling the stimulation, you guys? I have no idea. Okay. I do not know. But I would just want to talk about the stimulation because ancestors are my spirit guides, the angels are telling me to talk about this because this is gonna be very important going forward in our future. Um, I've been noticing some like um weird activity. It's weird. Because when you're at a higher frequency, a higher vibration, you notice things and you're seeing with your spiritual eyes and also hearing with your spiritual ears. You see beyond the I call the illusion. Okay, the illusion, um, and the illusion and the delusion. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, I'm sorry. The illusion. Okay, I did a video. Some of my videos were, um, I deleted some and then some was taken down. Okay. I want to Google illusion because I think it's very important that we understand what illusion means. Okay. Just give me a minute, you guys. I'm looking up the definition of illusion. I know I have it somewhere in this book, but let's see. Okay, it's taking long to download, so we'll find it. It's funny because they're saying there's no internet and there is internet. But okay, so let me go on, you guys. Um, I want to talk about the stimulation. Um, I did a video on how people are astral traveling and 333 on the clock, and how people are um not really seeing, okay, right, what's in front of them, okay, because we've been programmed since we entered into this dimension, okay. A lot of us feel like we don't belong, okay. I never felt like I belonged here. And I don't know if I was astral trapped on the astral. Um, but I will talk to my spirit guides about that and my ancestors and stuff because I did do a video a long time ago about um, astral traveling. A lot of times we astral travel when we are asleep. But I want to talk about how do we get out of the stimulation, okay? And how do we um, get out the stimulation and how do we not get trapped on the astral, okay? These are very important topics that I want to um, hone in, okay? Hone into and talk about because I think this is very important that people understand that we are living in a stimulated world and we're also being surveillance, we're being watched all the time. Okay, so if you think you're not being watched, or or they're not tapping into our phones and stuff, that's a lie. There was a movie that for alleged purposes Will Smith did, and it was about the civilian the cameras of how they were watching our every move. Okay, and there was also a man, Snowden, I think it's Snowden, I forget his name. He left to Russia. um he went into exile, he went into hiding, because he exposed how we were being watched. Okay, I think it's Snowden, you guys. But I'm trying to look up. Hold on, let me go. um I'm sorry, Spirit is, they've been talking. um Now I don't want to load. Okay, but like I said, everything out here is illusion. The media is illusion. What we're seeing is illusion. um and my thing is, who and what is controlling the stimulation? Okay. um Now we all know that they're doing, they have did hieroglyphics. It's called holographic. um yeah, holographic. Okay, I'm gonna explain something to you guys. um how do we get out the simulation? Okay, that's the answers to the questions we need. Okay, how do we get out of this stimulation, and how do we not get trapped in the astral to come back in and reincarnate? Okay, because this is what's happening, and we need to find out who and what is controlling the stimulation. Okay, now the actions, the stimulation, and the definition of stimulation is the action of pretending, deceiving, the action of pretending, deception, clever stimulation that is good enough to trick you. This is the definition of stimulation. Okay, so basically, it's pretending is an action. So the action is they're pretending to, the action of pretending to um deceive us, basically deceive us. Okay, it's clever, they're being clever with it, and the stimulations that um is good enough to trick you, to manipulate you, to think that what you're seeing out here is what you're really seeing, but you're not. This is why I say you have to be aware and awoke, okay, with your conscience. Because also, I'm feeling too with the conscience, um, I don't know. I don't believe it's the humans. I believe it's and I don't even know if it's reptilian. I think it's something beyond that, okay? And there's other life forms out there than us, okay? I'm telling you. And if we could communicate with these other life forms, we could understand why we're being soul trapped. Basically, we're being soul trapped um on this realm, okay? And we need to find out why, okay? There is no time, you guys. Time was made by man. There's no time. There's no days of the week that was made by man. The day and night is a stimulation, okay? They are stimulating the day and night, you guys. I may sound crazy, you guys. I may sound crazy, but I am not crazy, okay? I said this in one of my videos before. We've been programmed since birth. We've been indoctrinated since birth. Okay? The indoctrination happened to our parents, our grandparents, and also the indoctrination in the schools. Okay? There's very important families that are um running this system, okay, this system of the stimulation. But behind them, I'm asking my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, and guide source to show me them, okay? But I see a veil, okay? There's like a veil, but I can't see behind that veil, okay? I can't see nothing. All I see is a veil, and I need to lift that veil, okay? But right now, I'm not going to lift that veil. But when I'm ready, I will lift that veil and see what's behind these families that um, are controlling the stimulation, okay? Also, like I said, we've been indoctrinated in schools. Everything we have been taught, everything that we have been taught, you guys, I will be 44 on Saturday. Everything that I was ever taught was a lie. Was a lie. Okay. And you're hearing this from Jennifer Felix. Okay. Um, Also, we're being surveillance. We're being watched 24/7. Okay. And we need to ask ourselves, why are we being watched 24/7? So we're being controlled by the stimulation and we're being watched 24/7. Okay. So we can't get out of the stimulation. And then when we ascend, we take our last breath because there's life. Life never ends. Life keeps going even when we ascend to the higher realms. Okay, there's life, but it's not like this dimension that we're on because we're on a lower dimension. Okay, like I said, you guys, I see many dimensions. There's not just a lot of people say the 5D, there's 5 dimensions. There's many more than 5 dimensions, okay? And we are on the lower dimension. Now, if it's the 3D dimension, I don't know, okay? But I know it is a lower dimension, okay? I know that for a fact, okay? Um and also the production of the computer model of something, especially for the purpose of study, okay? They're studying all of us, okay? They're studying, they're watching us to see what we know, the knowledge that we know, okay? Ancestors, thank you for speaking. So there's a lot of things going on, okay, with the stimulation. I did write down about the illusions because I really believe too the weather. This may sound crazy. Like I said, the sky is a hieroglyphic, you guys, okay? They are controlling night today, okay? And I know this for a fact because I seen something um and I seen it and I knew exactly what it was, okay? But I'm not going to talk about that right now, but I was trying to Google up the definition of illusion, okay? Because I think that is very important, that, and I'm having a hard time for some reason. So let me see if I can find this. Just give me a minute, you guys. Definition of illusion. It's not even showing me. I wanted to look the definition of illusion up. Let me see if I have it, because I maybe wrote it. I know I wrote it down. But like I said, we're living in an illusion, assimilated. We're living in a stimulation illusion. World, and we are at a lower vibration. This is why we're dealing with how can I say this? We're dealing with low vibrational beings, soulless beings, you guys. Like I said, we're living in an illusion, you guys. Everything we've been taught was a lie, okay? Um, and I can't even Google up illusion right now, but if you guys can Google up illusion and look up the definition of illusion, that will explain to you, ancestors saying, thank you, spirit guides, to Google the definition of illusion. Like I said, there is no time, there's no days of the week. We're getting trapped on the astral, and we're reincarnating back in here. This is why some of us have the knowledge, and also there's other reasons why some of us have the knowledge, but we need to find out, how do we get out this stimulation? How do we also not get trapped on the astral? Okay. I feel like a lot of things are going to be exposed. Ancestors are saying thank you about this stimulation. I mean, this may sound really crazy, you guys, but we're living in a stimulated dimension. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to say world, dimension. We're living in a stimulated dimension, and we need to figure out why people are getting, when they're astral traveling, when they're not just when they're astral traveling getting soul trapped, but also when they die, they're getting soul trapped and being reincarnated back in. We need to find out why that is happening. I'm not going to get into depth about that, but that's just something to think about, you guys. Everything we learned was a lie. Everything we were taught was a lie. We were programmed when we first came in on this dimension. We were programmed. Everything that you see is is illusion and a stimulation. Okay. Remember, I said that everything you see is a stimulation and illusion. Okay. And they're pretending, and they're very clever, okay, to trick us, to trick some of us, but they can't trick all of us. And what's happened is, in our conscience, is a lot of us are being aware and awoke, and we're figuring this out, okay? And when we really figure this out, a lot of people are going to be shocked, okay? And people ask too, why is the divine source, the God source, letting this happen? And I don't believe he's letting this happen. I believe that these beings, okay, behind these families that I see, for alleged purposes, like the Rockefellers, I see 5 or 6 families, and then I see behind them is like a veil, but I'm not ready to lift that veil. When I'm ready to lift that veil, I will do that video on that, on how we're getting astral trapped, on the the soul level, and how we're getting astral trapped after we pass, and we come back and reincarnate. Okay. I don't see this. I'm here from spirit, my ancestors. This is not of the divine. This is not of the light source. So I will do another video on that one, you guys. But we're living in a stimulation, okay? I want you guys to know that we are living in a stimulation. This is why we have to raise our consciousness. And raising our consciousness is being aware and awoke, okay? Being aware and awoke of what's really going on. Okay, you guys, this is Jennifer Felix. I'm sending light and love. Light and love.